me so long getting back to my right mind. I don't wanna be on the ground when the time flies. Had so many friends go, I wonder when it's my time. I live every day like I'll die by the nighttime. It took me so long getting back to my right mind. 5 days straight, no rest, oh well. I don't need no scale. I've been on my, I don't need no help. Always getting money, rains, no sleep. Every day I work my thumb. I don't get to take off. A hater get up. I'm ready like lift off. I never been nowhere, but I'm ready to stay gone. Nothing ever lasts long. I'm always beating the odds. Taking all these trips, I had to go and get a passport. I'm just trying to live. I don't know what the mad for. I just had to do it. Got a really big bag for it. Still at your mama crib and getting money. You gotta ask for it. I got tired of complaining. I got up and changed my situation. Looking at the view outside, I thought I would never make it. Every day, take, but that don't stop the money making. If you want it, go and take it. Ain't no point in hesitating. I don't wanna be on the ground when the time flies. Had so many friends go, I wonder when it's my time. I live every day like I'll die by the nighttime. It took me so long getting back to my right mind. I don't wanna be on the ground when the time flies. Had so many friends go, I wonder when it's my time. I live every day like I'll die by the nighttime. It took me so long getting back to my right mind.
Yeah. One up and up is magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing. Now I hit the scene, they like lights, camera, action. Living in a dream, now my music, they be blasting. Step out, I'm a star, always in the latest fashion.
All right, Coach, EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Tennessee Titans. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
Check, watch the before. Watch the curl. Check 37, check.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And connecting here with DJ Shark. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6.
Mike 48. Here we go. Check 48's the Mike. Check 48's the Mike. Come on, baby. Come on, let's go. Get along. Yes. Here we go.
They'll set up a throw. And that will be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Set up. 10 Lobo. You remember me? You remember me? Let's go, baby. Let's go.
Throwing on first down. Lawrence got a man open. It's Ross. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line. 2nd and a yard. Now a handoff here to his running back. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
And the Jags have 5 in the secondary here on 3rd down. And now the Jags defense deciding to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Ready? 70, Indy. Pick it up, pick it up. Pick it up. Get it.
From the gun on 3rd down, Lawrence. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Great coverage there holds him to a 2-yard return following a 50-yard punt. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. 2nd and 9 now. Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. On first down, it's Gurley. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one good for 33 and a first. And a nice little broken tackle run there by Todd Gurley, the 10th pick in the 2015 draft.
And that's what you get with him, that full package of speed, power, able to catch the ball in the backfield. Many people doubted him coming out because of the knee injury in college. They're seeing the full Todd Gurley now, and it hurts.
Gurley again here on first down. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Todd Gurley, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Ready, break.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And a 3 and out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Lawrence. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Montez Sweat in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game. Just gave up another one right there.
In tatters, so it sounds a little bit like this right now?
Exactly. It's like that paper being ripped. And right now, they've got to find a way to get it back together.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Devin White, the rookie out of LSU, there to bat that one away.
Well, he leads the NFL in interceptions and nearly added to that total.
Got his hand on it, couldn't quite corral it. It's been a Pro Bowl-type season for him, and the term ball hawk really comes into play, doesn't it?
Yeah, I like that one a lot because teams want to avoid that type of a player, but sometimes you just can't. He just knows where the ball is.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again, just like last week. Each game is its own entity, treated as such.
Good coverage there. An even 50-yard punt leads to a return of 5. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Ed Oliver forced his way through, drops him for a loss of 10 yards. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Looking to throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. DJ Chark, the intended target, and it's 3rd down. And that's twice now already in this first quarter that he's been able to knock a ball away.
They're going to need that from him and plenty more if they want to slow down this passing game. Thus far, though, he's been a ball magnet.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now back to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
First down.
Let's go now. Pittsburgh. Go. Mike 54. Let's go, D. Mike 54. Mike 54. Here I come. Twist.
Now with the play clock down to 2, we're going to get a timeout here.
Let's go.
And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining.
Right there.
Now Gurley. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Come on, QB, come on.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. Gonna let one fly for Robinson, and that's caught inside the 30. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Now, that's one they hate. The ball's got to come all the way back.
So that's an explosive play, a really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. He's going to look deep down the field. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. So he's 3 for 7 throwing the football right now. Not an awful start, but also not the sharpest of starts.
No, I would agree with that. But if you're a confident quarterback and to play that position you have to be, you just act like there's something wrong with the wind currents or something wrong with the ball. It is not you. Keep throwing. That timing usually develops.
Watch the eye. Go, go. '54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Watch the run. Watch the run. Watch the run. Right there. 54. Right there. Right there.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed, if there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And it'll be Titan football. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Throwing again. Lawrence. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. A gain there of 30 big ones. So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go. Hey, zoom. Mike 51. Mike 51.
2nd and 5. Going deep downfield. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Give them 32 on the play. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead. And that's their 2nd charge timeout here in this 1st quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. The first red zone opportunity for the Titans. They have a 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line. From the gun, Lawrence. And all this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9.
What a catch and one-handed, and I'm starting to lose my awe about the play, and maybe I shouldn't. How much of this is the player? How much of it is the glove?
Well, those gloves, they do have a little grip to them,
They
don't
get that
they?
little extra tackiness to them now, and I know the guys in the NFL, the competition committee, some other places, they're talking about examining those gloves to see if they're having too much of an effect on the game.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
Check, check.
Topper, Topper! Hey, Delta.
44, Mike, 44. Here it comes. Switch. 44 is the Mike, 44 is Mike.
Hey, Foxtrot. Get it.
Back to throw. Lawrence in trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. Josh Allen in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. They've been moving the ball well offensively, really getting into a groove. Last play, pass completion. Now, finally, the defense gets there. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked.
Please tell me this doesn't come off as snarky, but that's a relative chip shot. I mean, you've got to be able to execute that one. I don't care what they design on the other side about trying to block the kick. That should be 3 points on the board.
Yeah, we've talked about it before. If you're out at 55, 60 yards, low trajectory from here, you get that thing up. This should be 3.
Yeah, there's nothing routine in football, but this one really almost should be. Snap, hold, kick, ball through the post. Didn't happen that way. They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Mike, 54. Hey, I'm coming. Whip. Watch the whip.
Now on second down, this is Gurley. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And all of a sudden here, it's third down.
Set, 70 inches. 54. Come to work. We want it. Go.
Back to throw. Looking deep downfield. It got his man. Complete. Touchdown, Jaguars. A big play there. 78 yards. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. Elliott good with a PAT. And that'll make the score 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Lawrence. And he's going to have the hook up to Ross. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A good pickup there, 26 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Looking to throw, Lawrence. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about.
Ready. 18 Gator.
Hey, check.
Light. 5.
On 1st down, Lawrence. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Montez Sweat racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
They were in the top 5 in sacks in the league coming into this one. That's their 3rd one in this game. Obviously, pass rush has been a strength of this team all year long.
And apparently they're not satisfied with top 5. They want to climb that ladder.
Yeah, I think it goes back to their offseason. They decided to make it a priority, and it's working out.
Back to throw. Lawrence. Escaping and a big loss here as he's taken down. Charles, not to point fingers, but how much of this goes on the shoulders of the offensive line? Well, look at the 6 sacks last week. That's the 4th in this game.
Definitely the bulk of it does go on the offensive line. That's what they're tasked with doing, keeping their quarterback upright and clean in the pocket. But I think they have to look at, okay, are we bringing in extra people? Is the ball out of the quarterback's hands quick enough? There are a few other factors that they have to look at to try and help out, but you're exactly right. It starts with the O-line.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Room to run past midfield. And brought down across the 50 to the 49-yard line. 14 yards, but they're still well shy of a first as that leads to 4th down. On now is the Titans punter as he's on here to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
Eluding, and a big loss here as he's taken down.
Well, if an offense is going to throw the ball on this part of the field, any pass rusher will tell you that's his favorite part. Gets a chance to get after the quarterback. It's almost like a reverse red zone. They can create points using their defense, and this time they take their man down.
Here's Gurley. And he'll find a little space. He gets us up near the 10. That'll net 7 yards on the ground, but it'll leave him with a healthy distance still to go on 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
Ready? 50. Hey, hold on. 54. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54.
They'll look to throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that'll be incomplete. Now, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag. No,
I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. It's a 45-yard punt, just a 1-yard return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still 2nd quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. 2nd and 4. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. The Titans on 3rd down. Not good, 0 for 4 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. This is caught by Ginn.
They dialed up the blitz on 3rd down, and your worry as a defense that they can hit you with a big play in that situation. Instead, the blitz pays off, able to rally to the football and make the play.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and it'll be Jaguar football as they take over deep in their own territory. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
Well, they're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
No. 54. Mike 54. Woo! Check.
Back to the ground, this time with Gurley. And they'll get him down up past the 15, just shy of the 20. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville. So on the heels of the run by Todd Gurley, another 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here comes carry number 10 for Gurley. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Check 24.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 39-yard line.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Rolling to his right. Now he'll let it go deep right. This is caught inside the 15. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. A big play there as the first half is winding down. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. As he was shuffling right out of the pocket, you could just tell he was going to take a shot downfield. He had his eyes down there the whole way.
He certainly did. He wasn't taking off to go, right? When he was flush from the pocket, a lot of times you see him, eyes will drop, ball will get tucked, and he takes off, becomes a running back. But as you noted, stayed alive as a passer, tremendous body control, and a pretty good arm there, too.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. From the gun, Lawrence. It's caught by Davis. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Hey, pick your game up.
Get it.
A final shot before break. Lawrence. Open man is Ross, complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he... He's down at the 15.
Ready up.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Here we go. Here we go.
Operating from the gun, Lawrence. Throw left side, complete to Ross. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. And he's been one of their few bright spots here this afternoon.
And as you pointed out, so far he's gotten his. That's not been the issue at all. But the teammates, the other guys, they've been shut down. That's why the defensive guys have to feel pretty good, even though he's over 100 yards.
Yeah, he topped 100 with that last catch. They will find Davis. That's complete. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. 8 yards, first down as they're able to convert.
Ready? Send over.
First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Fire.
On 1st and 10, Lawrence trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And nearly a touchdown as they finally stop him down at about the 3-yard line. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't score now, if they don't get a touchdown, he won't just get teased. They'll be glaring at him. How'd you not score?
They'll try and push it in with Gurley. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Todd Gurley, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Jags take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes the score 28-0.
The Titans take over
We
first
play
and
to win.
10
Let's
at their own
go.
25-yard line.
Here we go.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Well, as this game continues to evolve in the NFL, you know how much coaches love run after catch, but you know what they love even more? Completion.
Yeah, just holding on to the ball.
Catch it, cover it, tuck it away. Whatever you get after that is almost gravy. That's how a lot of these receivers are being taught now.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Montez Sweat, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Looking to throw. Lawrence. And he's got him. Got his man on the end route. Complete. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Here we go. Set. 18 Gator.
Here we go. Let's bring it. Let's go. Let's bring it. Let's
Go.
To throw on 3rd down. Lawrence. This will be caught by Brown. And he will have a first down here at about the 40.
A 7-yard gain. And the Titans first down. First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Down. 15, Lonnie. 15, Lonnie.
Cut.
Cut out.
They'll get that one out quickly to Brown. Now Brown, he lost the football.
Ready? 60 outlaw.
Hey, let's calm down. Hey, let's go.
Get it.
2nd and 3. Again has it complete. That one good for a pickup of 15 for Tennessee.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice gain.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football.
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line.
Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. It's Devin White, the linebacker. And now nothing but green ahead of him. Past the 20. And at the end of it, he's stripped. Ball comes loose. Call it luck or skill, whatever the case is, they're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you retain possession, that's all you're looking for.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
They'll keep it on the ground. Swift. And this carry not as productive. He swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. And now the Jags defense deciding to call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Back to throw. Lawrence. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. Another drive comes and goes. Still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, you know, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. You just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
Here comes Grant on the return. This time a spin. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
And the Jaguars first down.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. They will run with Grant. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, at some point, these defenders absolutely have to say, we've just got to make a stand. We've had enough of this.
Giving up a lot of points in this game, but looked better on that play. 2nd and 14. Gonna let one fly for Robert. That's caught inside the 20. It's a gain of 35. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Mike's fight forward. Hit. Watch the twist, Kill. Get it roll. Twist.
They run. It's Gurley. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd and 12. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14.
Wants to run. They're running it.
Here's Gurley now, out of the gun. And Gurley here fumbled it. Gurley fumbles the football. It's loose. It's picked up by the Titans. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around. And we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. It didn't happen on that one.
Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Josh Allen racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. The Titans on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This will be a tough 3rd and 18.
Hey, high 7.
51, 951.
Ready?
From the gun, Lawrence. He's going deep for Brown. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
He had his sights on the end zone, no doubt, but is brought down after a huge return there. And this offense is going to be set up with a 1st and 10 inside the 15. Yet another carry here tonight for Gurley. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line.
Right there, 54. Let's go one more. Check three.
At the 6-yard line.
Alert flare.
Another carry now for Gurley. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal.
Hey, watch that. Check Mike 54.
On 1st and goal, Gurley. And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. Todd Gurley with his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year, as his guys continue to pour it on. Elliott Good with a PAT, and the lead will swell by 1 more. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
That one good for 37 yards. They went with the nickel look defensively, so they had 5 defensive backs in there. Didn't help them stop the run.
Yeah, I love that. The nickel look, 5 cents, 5 DBs. But what also happens then, you take a big body off the field in order to insert that guy. So you're taking a big off for a little. And oftentimes you can run the football effectively against that defense.
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Brings up second and
30 base.
at the 41-yard line.
Come, baby.
Looking to throw on second down. Lawrence, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Josh Allen in there for sack number 127 in his great career, moving it past Kansas City Hall of Famer Derek Thomas on the all-time list. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down well before the first at about the 36-yard line. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Looking to throw. Lawrence. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Montez Sweat in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When you go to the backup, let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
Whistles now in a timeout defensively. So a wise move as they'll use the first of their timeouts to force one more play before the 2-minute warning. The Jaguars on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Now it's Gurley. And he'll be taken down for a loss back at the 3. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Fielded at the 33. They'll call that a punt of 59 yards. Tough to do better than that. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest,
don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Montez Sweat, what a season he continues to have. His 15th sack of the campaign. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal.
At the 1-yard line.
Todd Gurley standing by as lonesome in the backfield here. 2nd and goal.
You better bring it.
Let it go.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. From back at the 2, here's 3rd and goal.
Watch 54. And let's get this, get this. Hold up. Right there, 54, right there. 54, Mike. Ready, go. Set up.
So this will be a win for Jacksonville. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one. And that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory. So for the Jags, they remain as hot as anyone. 6-0 now through the first month and a half. And they'll get another road date next week. Meanwhile, for Tennessee, the downward spiral continues as they drop to 0-6 now. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.